Well, welcome to the MPCA Cricket Show, on again after another 2-day fixture over the last 2 weekends. Fascinating season as we approach the halfway mark, and we've decided to leave the beautiful surrounds of the new studio that we've got at Somerville and head out to one of the clubs. And this is a great club here at Carrum, and this is a club going places, not only in senior cricket but in junior cricket. One of the great men who we've spoken to many times. He's played with just about every club on the peninsula, been at more clubs than Kylie Minogue, of course, in Sean Foster. G'day, Foz, great to have you with us.
Thank you, Dan. Thanks for the intro, mate. It's very kind.
Now, of course, you're coach of one of the under-10 teams, of which there are 4 under-10 teams. We'll get to you in just a second. And he also stitched up this lovely lady on my left in Hayley, who is coach of the all-girls under-10 team. Now, Hayley, congratulations again on all-girl under-10s team. How confident were you that you could do that this year?
Look, there were some key people in the club that really dreamed that this would happen, and as we were starting to recruit numbers, we weren't sure, but a couple of the girls and myself, we put the word out, and then we were able to get 10 girls for our under-10s girls team. First one ever for Carrum.
And have many of the girls played at all before this year?
We have 3 of the girls who have played last season, and 2 others who had a half a season, and the rest of them are brand new.
So, in regard to those that are brand new, what are you teaching them first about the game, Hayley?
Look, very much the basics at this stage. We're looking at keeping our arms straight while we're bowling. Just having a really good swing, keeping your eye on the ball for batting. And look, something that the girls are just really good at is just having fun. Even if you're swinging and missing, even if you're getting a wicket or 6 like Penny did on the weekend. Look, the girls just really know how to make it so much fun. Cartwheeling in between the fielding positions. So, the girls really, they do it the girls' way, and we love that.
How many overs aside for them?
How many overs aside?
How many overs a team, I should say. Are they facing, or are they just going out there and
it's a 20-20.
20-20, is it?
Yeah.
Right.
Do you remember, I've actually just started cricket myself. This is my first year of women's cricket.
Right.
So sometimes when you guys talk the cricket talk, I actually don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
But so it's a 20-20.
Okay.
How many overs they face each?
Oh, no, just in regard, it's 20-20.
It's a 20-20.
So they're handling that okay, are they?
Yeah, they're loving it. It's
great.
good, yeah.
They divide the amount of balls. So there's 120 balls. They divide it by 8 bats. So they all get 14 balls each. It's all very equal. Yeah.
So that's the way you have to do it, don't you? Because you got to give everyone a go.
Yeah, 100%. And if you get out, you get out. You know what I mean? So it's good. They all get an even go, and that's awesome.
How are you enjoying it? I mean, you got your son, and he's in your team, and that is something you've always wanted. You and I have spoken a lot about this, and you just can't wait to coach Jack, because he loves it, doesn't he?
Always keen to support him in whatever way that is, in whatever he's playing. But so the way it's turned out, I'm coaching with Simon, who plays here in the lower grades as well. He's got a boy playing, and then my brother, who's just walking past the camera now, the fridge. He's my nephew, and his son is also playing in the side. So it's good, mate. It's pretty rewarding. We're really lucky. We've got a really good group of parents as well, which has made a hell of a difference at training. Like, standing around now, they're all here. I've been at sporting clubs before where they do the drop and run a little bit and leave you in the lurch, but it hasn't been the case here. So it's been good, mate. It's been a little bit challenging at times on a Friday arvo, but it's certainly really rewarding. So we're off to a good start. Like Hayley said before, the kids are loving it. They're all engaged. They're having fun, which is good.
It's almost like there's more parents than kids looking to our right here, Hayley. It's fantastic, isn't it?
It's great. It's brilliant. And it's really good as well, especially for the newies that are learning to strap up their pads and get their gloves and the helmet on. It can take a bit of time, so we love it when the parents get in and give us a hand. And
this is your first year playing, and you got 38 the other day. How much are you enjoying it?
And 5. She took 5 from
and took 5. Wow, we've got a superstar here. The goat. It's Sean.
Look, the game in one hit.
Stop it. Look, it was a brilliant first game, I have to say. I think everyone was surprised, including myself. We weren't expecting 5 wickets, but I did say can't promise that every week, and I haven't been doing that every week, I have to be honest.
What do you love most about the game?
I don't know. Look, I just love that we have a lot of women out there giving it a go. And some of these women, they're mums. This is cricket for the first time for them. I think it's a sport that, allows, even if your joints are a little bit sore and a little bit stiff, you actually can still give it a really good go. I think you can shine, whether that's bowling, batting, fielding. I think I just love that. You can do something, everyone can contribute, and I just love the team camaraderie, really.
Have you been inspired by the WBBL and also the women's cricket? Because, that just continues to get better and better. And I reckon, and this might be a big call, Sean knows I make big calls, I reckon the WBBL is a better comp than the men's BBL. It does help too that they get the very good players from around the world. That's encouraging more players to play and probably even getting young girls involved too, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. And I think Karam's really proud of Reese. She's out there smacking some big shots the other day. We turned it over to see, and I've got twin girls. So
right.
My twin girls are playing in the girls' team this year, under 10s.
Great.
So Ivy and Evelyn, they were watching Reese smack a few 4s and 6, and it's pretty inspiring to also know that she came from Karam.
What's it like coaching your kids?
I love it. I think the girls are really enjoying it, but it is challenging when you coach your own kids too. I think Sean would agree. Sometimes kids like to hear the messages from another coach, not so much mum and dad.
So do you try and do that a little bit and delegate, or do you have to do it all yourself?
Oh, look, my husband, I have to say, is in there helping me as well. So it's a team effort. And look, also, I think between us, we all help each other out. So I know we've got another coach, Josh Dent. We've got his son, Jude. Jude often hangs out in my team at training. So he also, hangs with the girls. We train with him, and that helps break up the sibling rivalry as well.
And Sean, 4 under 10s. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's great, mate. It's the whole turnaround of not just the junior club but the senior club as well in the last 12 months has been massive. We were in the same side last year, Hayley and her girls and my boy, and Josh, who's out in the middle, his son, and now the fact we're all been split up into 3 different teams probably says a little bit about the growth of the place. So as much as it's sad we're not all together on a Friday night anymore, we've sort of stepping in the right direction as a club, which is awesome. It's been just a huge turnaround, and I think a lot of it's been off the back of some hard-working committee members that Hayley mentioned before, but also just getting the girls team in the seniors has been massive, because we're down supporting them, they're down supporting us. There's more families around. It's just it's been great.
Well, Hayley, I appreciate your time. I know you're a bit nervous about doing this, but you are a natural, like you are out on the cricket field with 5 wickets and 38 runs. So we've got the goat of the women's team here at Karam. I don't think she'll live that down every time I see her. I'll say, g'day, goat. And she's done a great job. So well done, and good luck with your coaching and your playing for the rest of the year. And thanks so much for joining us on the MPCA Cricket Show.
Thank you for having me.
It's an absolute pleasure. Sean will stay with me. We'll have a look at the senior competition in just a sec. We're here, of course, for GameFace. We're also here for Barini's Brothers Brewery. Absolutely outstanding drop, and Swiss Locker as well. And we'll tell you when we come back in a second who our player of the week is for round 5. Welcome back to the MPCA Cricket Show. We're live from Roy Dorr Oval, the home of the Karam Cricket Club, who are going really well in the district cricket competition. Here for Brini Brothers Brewery, also Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South, Swiss Locker, who sponsor our best player every round. We're looking, of course, at round 5, and also GameFace. If you'd like your club to have a game streamed, get in touch with the GameFace Vision team, and they'll tell you all about it. Sean, your team's going really well. Sean Foster's my guest in the district competition. How are you feeling about the year so far?
Good, Dan. Good. It's going to be a real even competition, I think. Obviously with Seaford going up and Bonio coming down. I think Bonio have hit the ground running. They've started the season really well. So it just sort of shows how even it's going to be. Which basically, like I keep saying to my boys, you got to be on and switched on and be able to play somewhere near your best every week to be able to get a result. So probably says a bit about the evenness of the comp, says a bit about the structure that the MPCA brought in a few years back when they structured it to the obviously the 8 sides. I think it's all evened out now that the comps are even. You can sort of see that across the board. So Yeah, no, pretty pleased with our start to the season. We lost the one game against Balnarring where we were chasing 270 odd, and we were in a really good position. I think we're 3 for 200. And at the last break, and we fell over, which was disappointing, but you learn a lot from it. It's only early in the year, so as long as you're learning something,
Exactly.
We can.
You're batting pretty well, aren't you? I mean, you're making good scores most weeks.
Yeah, we do. We bat pretty deep. We're really blessed, mate, that I've got the quality of like JT Archery and Liam Hewitt to be batting at 3 and 5. Two probably the better players in the comp, I reckon, and good leaders and stand up in big moments, and so they've been great. But they were sort of complementing them with younger guys, with Billy Thompson, who's playing really well for us through the middle, and Finn Corrie's been opening the batting for us. Young Dylan Ridgway sort of come back and really bought in, and he's sort of dialed into what we're doing at the moment. He's been just another standout for us, and he's sort of batting at 9 and bowling 5 or 6 overs, but he's getting 20 every week or 30, and that's how that's the key, mate. At the end of the day, if you're aiming to play finals, be able to bat deep and bat overs, it goes a long way to getting a result.
And you won on the weekend. You beat Crib Point. You're in a bit of trouble, but you found a way. 243 against 216. Solid win in the end, Sean.
It was a good win. It was a funny game. I think we were 7 for 170 and looked like after being 3 for 130 with Jake and Liam in the middle, and so we fell over a little bit, and then Corey Foster got out in the middle and just hit 78 off 70 balls, I think. It was a cracking
78
innings.
not out. The archery got 53.
Yeah,
so
78 not out. Hit the ball really well, and put us into, just got the momentum back a little bit, I think, to get that score of 240 odd. And to be honest, Crib Point batted really well. They were really aggressive from the get-go, 5 for 200. Looked like it was probably all lost for us, but we just made a little bit of a change. We ended up bringing the spinners down breeze and ran. Liam Hewitt wasn't stoked with him, but I ran him into the hot northerly. But look, at the first over, I got hit for a couple of boundaries, and I thought I might have made a bit of a blue, but in the end, it sort of paid dividends, and we took 5 for 20 and won the game. So mate, it was great. I think to get one of those wins early in the year gives that little bit of belief that next time you're in that position that, hey, we've done it before, boys. It's the same as the old footy one. You get the come from behind win. You can sell it a little bit more when you need it the next time. So
exactly.
Pretty pleased, mate.
Hewlett 4 for 48. The Archery 3 for 57 for Crib Point with the bowling. Johnson 3 for 58 and Knight made 60. You enjoying the captaincy?
Yeah, I hadn't done it since I was at Main Ridge, so I just sort of got back here, which was good, close to home, and just been doing the right. Footy's obviously been the priority probably the last few years, and kids and that sort of stuff. But this year I was able to get back involved and have another go, which is good. I do enjoy it. I like that little bit element of control and trying to motivate different guys. So yeah, it's been good. The start's been good. Like I said before, the club's in a really good spot across the 4 grades at the moment, which is super pleasing. So.
Now another game's Carrum Downs 153 beat Balnarring 119 for Carrum Downs with the batting in a low-scoring game. Maloney 27, Balnarring bowling. Brown 3 for 37. Balnarring batting. Jake Hewitt 49 not out. Not much else though for Balnarring. Carrum Downs bowling. Johnston 3 for 18. They're on top of the table, but it's pretty tight. Yeah,
it is. Yeah, we played them last night in a T20 game, so I was able to catch up with a few of the Carrum Downs boys, and I think they came out pretty fierce when they were bowling. Obviously, low total. Came out with a bit of application and hit the ground right. They had him 4 for not many, but Puppy Hewitt's obviously a little bit of application at the crease and got a 49 not out, which was good. He gets some time in the middle. And
who's better, Luke or Jake? I haven't seen him play cricket. I know.
God, I'm going to get myself into trouble here.
Well, you know them both well.
I do. I'll just say they're both very, very good players, footballers and cricketers. Yep.
Now sit on the fence, Sean.
Yeah, I'm going to sit on the fence because otherwise it'd come back to haunt me.
Now Flinders 9 for 391, Thrash Baxter 194. Flinders batting, Gale, of course, former state player 108, Field 88, Baxter bowling, Jai Dignan 3 for 86, Quinn 3 for 61. Flinders bowling, Field 3 for 47, and Baxter batting, Jai Dignan having an outstanding year with bat and ball 64, but it's a big score by Flinders.
Yeah, it is. Young Sammy Field's playing really well. He's only a young fella, but he's super consistent with bat and ball. I think I sent his name in the Country Week squad when it was put up during the week. It'd be a good story if he could get in. I reckon at such a young age. But
how old is he?
I'd be speaking out of turn. He's 17, I reckon.
Wow.
He's young.
It's exciting, isn't it?
But good little player. It's one of those ones that are hard to guess their age because you've been playing against them for so long, and they've probably started playing seniors when he was 14. But super. bowling well, batting well, and a big score. Hard to get, isn't it?
It certainly is. And Bonio 4 for 191, too good for Main Ridge. We had Ryan and also Gareth on from Main Ridge and Bonio respectively on the Cricket Show a couple of weeks ago, and there's a lot of respect between both teams. But Main Ridge again, first innings terrible, 60, better in the second innings, 3 for 193. Bonio batting, Lakabandera made 100, a great performance from him. Main Ridge bowling, Fernando 3 for 62, and Bonio bowling in the first innings, Umesh 4 for 14, and Jobling 3 for 19. A little bit better by Main Ridge in the second with Sam McWilliams making 49, but they just can't get the batting going at the moment.
No. Hopefully they can take some confidence out of that second innings though, because it's there. Like it's a good looking side. I reckon they're pretty got a nice little mix of some younger guys, Charlie Banks and Ollie McEncrow and Baden Albrus, and then you get the complement with Travis Barker and these sort of guys out there. So it won't be long. The tide will turn. You just need to get that first win and you're away.
At the most beautiful ground on the country.
Beautiful ground. Love that ground. Yeah. God, I wish it was here.
Yeah, well, it's a nice ground too.
It is.
It's a very big ground, but that ground is beautiful, isn't it?
No, mate, it's such a special club. It's a great place.
Now, round 6 coming up, but just before we look at round 6, Carrum Downs on top of the ladder, Carrum second on the table, Flinders third, Bonio fourth, and Balnarring 5th, Crib Point 6th, Baxter 7th, and Main Ridge 8th. Crib Point playing Carrum Downs 6th against 1st. Who wins that, Sean?
I'd say Carrum Downs just on form. They're obviously in really good touch at the moment. They'd be so keen to get their season going after having a really good year last year. They've had some really good signs. They obviously played really well against us on the weekend. But I think when Carrum Downs are hot and when they're in good form, they're pretty hard to beat. So I'll probably go with Carrum Downs there.
Main Ridge hosting Balnarring. Main Ridge the favourites. Little Jack Jones on the screen.
Little, I think Main Ridge at home. They'll get my tip. Yeah, Balnarring a funny one, mate. They sort of seen it on the weekend. They can come out and they could easily get 350 at Main Ridge on the weekend. But at the same time, I think if you can get some key players out and get a good look at them early, there's no reason why the Ridge can't get the win there. Baxter
7th, playing your team second. What do you need to do to beat them? They're just struggling a bit, aren't they? I mean, teams go through this. We've seen Pearsdale go through it where they were in the top grade, in the second grade, and now they're in the third grade. And they're just trying to rebuild themselves and find themselves again, aren't they?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's like then you drop down a level and I've seen it before with footy and cricket. You sometimes think, we're down to Divi 3. Is it going to be a little bit easier? Mate, they'll find their way. It just takes time. You look at their list. You got Diggers there and his boy and Toddy Quinn, who's a really good player. So, mate, Satami, I think, is opening the bowling again, taking a 5 for the other week. So there's quality all around him, mate. It's one of those ones, obviously, didn't have much success last year. You sort of, you forget how to win, but it does. You get that first win away and then you laugh and it all comes back. So, mate, they've got a good mix of some experience and some younger guys, and it's going to be a huge challenge for us playing down there this week. Our guys probably haven't played there ever. I think I've never played against Baxter. So, really looking forward to the challenge.
And, of course, Bonio 4th up against Flinders 3rd. That's a massive game, 4th and 3rd.
Massive game. I haven't seen much of Bonio yet, other than just some little bits and pieces. But you'd imagine it'll be the boys are. So I think the training's are starting to wrap up here, so we're getting a few stragglers roll in.
That's okay.
But no, look, mate, it's pretty even at this stage, but.
We'll see what happens.
There we go.
Now, can I ask you about provincial round 5? Red Hill 5 for 238 beat Baden Powell 234. For Baden Powell, Elmy 79, Long 45. Red Hill bowling, Martin 3 for 59, Dyson 3 for 24. Red Hill batting, the old fella himself just keeps making runs. Dart 74 not out, Shaw 44. Baden Powell bowling, Harrison 2 for 53. They're battling a bit, Baden Powell. They've been competitive. Red Hill just starting to get going after big losses in their first 2 matches, the reigning premiers.
Yeah, that's right. And Darty just still doing his thing, which is it's unbelievable. It's so hard to get out. Yeah, but it's good on him. He's still so hungry to make a run. So it's great. And Baden, obviously Reese has sort of done a fair bit of the work there. Reese has got 79, and so I think that little bit of a slow start for Baden, but some really quality players there. We got Reese and Dale and the like. So yeah, mate. I think, like you said before, Red Hill started well, getting into their work. Shaw's got 44 there as well. Yeah. So just good depth.
There is.
Good depth.
Well, talking of good depth, Pines, unbelievable. 6 for 407 and Sorrento 9 for 257. The Jackson boys, Declan 113, Connor 130. Great partnership at the second wicket. Christina's got 60 as well, so they got away early. And it was a great start for them. Hanrahan 2 for 63. Sorrento batting in reply. Mascarenas is a great pick up for the comp. 92 not out. Pines bowling. Lockie Jackson at 3 for 40. So the Jackson boys doing brilliantly. Very good side, Pines, aren't they? Very good side.
Yeah, absolutely. And the beauty with Pines is, I think, and especially at local level, if you can field well, like you're halfway there to getting a result, I reckon. And they've always been a really, really good fielding side. Look at those Jackson boys, and obviously great effort, the two guys, obviously getting their hundreds. But I've seen some footage on their Facebook page of the old man coming out on the ground and giving him a hug, mate. It was great. I think one of the boys, it was a little bit, might be Declan, I think he's a little bit embarrassed, but mate, I think that's pretty special. Because the Pines Footy Club actually had their season launch down there during the day.
Did they?
So I think they were by happy hour when the hundreds are being made. I think a few of the footballers may have
season launch already.
No, I think so.
Just starting to come back, aren't they?
No, I think they were just doing a bit of a get together, and they're all down there. So it just happened to be against Sorrento as well. You know the history there.
Yes, I certainly do.
And I think the boys had a good day and a couple of hundreds, and the old man was out there. It was great.
Now Dramana 2 for 187. Don't just keep on keeping on with a very strong first 11 team. Old Peninsula 182. Dramana could do exactly what the football team did in 2018, 2019. Win in the second division, then come up and win in the first division. They're looking brilliant at the moment. The highlight, Semi Fowler, debut century of 103, and he is our Swifts Locker Player of the Week, which means he wins the gloves. Rat, you've got to go to Dandenong. Got to go to Dandenong office in Dandenong for GameFace. Pick the gloves up. If you don't, the gloves, they just stay where they are, but he's in contention to win the bat for the Player of the Year. But his first ever 100, well done to the Rat.
Beautiful. How good's that? No, he's good fella. And I think I read on their page he lost I think they were celebrating the life of a really close family friend at the time. So pretty special. He's been able to get out there and not only get a good result for the club, but honour his old man's best mate. So congrats, Rat. It's a great innings.
Why are they going well? It's a pretty good team, isn't it?
Yeah, great side. It was a good team last year, I think, in Peninsula. Like you throw Bobby Wilson and DI in the mix, you get years of experience and leadership and know how to win. They've played, obviously both of them have played a lot of cricket in provincial before, so that was the idea of getting Bob there, get there, hopefully get the job done, and then hey, this is what we need to do in provincial to get results. So yeah, mate, they've got a good balance. They bat well, they bowl well. So I sort of agree with you. I think they'll be there when the whips are cracking.
Now Jack Fowler took 4 for 54. His brother for Dramana, and the Old Peninsula batting are just battling a bit. Peacock made 49 not out. Heather Hill going well, 7 for 289 over Langwarrenshaw, 232. Heather Hill batting, Perez 93, Miller 55, Langy bowling, Matt Prosser 2 for 79, Kynan Mitchell, who's played some good footy for Langy as well, 2 for 50. Langy batting, Matt Prosser 50, Heather Hill bowling, the veteran Eddie Hussain 3 for 71, and Perez 3 for 50. Aren't they going well, Heather Hill?
Absolutely, and Miller's still in the runs as always. Yeah, he's always amongst it.
Now the ladder, Dramana unbeaten 54, Pines unbeaten 54, Heather Hill 38, Langy 30, Red Hill 26, Old Peninsula 18, Sorrento 18, and Baden Powell on 6. Quickly your selections, and I'll go through selections of the other two before I let you go. Round 6, Heather Hill 3rd against Baden Powell 8th. Big game.
Big game. I think, mate, Baden Powell due. I think I'll back Reese. Reese is in some good form. He's got 70 odd last week, so we'll pencil him in for 3 figures this week and a win over Heather Hill, I reckon.
Old Peninsula are at home. They're 6th on the table against Red Hill 5th.
Yeah, a little bit interesting. Tough one. I think I'll take the informed Darty and go with Red Hill.
The old rival, Sorrento 7th against Langwarren 4th. No love lost between these two on the cricket field.
There's not. Like Sorrento, we're at Sorrento, aren't we? So tough. Yeah, good home ground advantage down there. Like you said, Mascarenas, good pick up. Yeah. Obviously Wood.
Still playing well.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about Langwarren I love the Prosser boys. I think Yeah, I think we'll go. I think we'll go with Matty. Some runs at the top for Matty Prosser, and Jake does do a little bit through the middle, and we'll go a win to Langwarren.
And top of the table, Dramana first, Pine second. What a beauty at Dramana.
That'd be huge. Yeah, it's a big challenge for Dramana. There's some guys in hot form for the Pines.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a tough one to tip. You go the home ground advantage and the informed side of Dramana, I think, mate. But yeah, interesting to see the results there Saturday night when I'm having a squeeze.
Now I'll let you go in a second, but I'll just get your selections for Peninsula and also Sub-District.
Sure.
And I'll go through what's happening in round 5 in just a minute. Of course, we're here for Swiss Locker and Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South and Breeny Brothers Brewery as well. Now, Long Island second in District in Peninsula are playing Mount Eliza fourth. And Mount Eliza just off the boil in the last 2 matches after starting well. Long Island going pretty well.
Yeah, Long Island for me, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, like you said, Mount Eliza, they're always going to be thereabouts. You know, they've got such a great, strong junior, the gold standard of the junior academy. So they've always got quality coming through. But yeah, I think hosting, we'll go with the Island. They picked up a couple of good players in the off season, and they're proving pretty strong.
And it's the top 4 playing each other. Mornington third against Rosebud first, and Rosebud are undefeated.
Yeah, it's a great story, isn't it? Yeah, love.
In trouble over the winter.
Yeah, a few
kept
little.
all their players.
I guess there's a few
found
whispers.
a few more. Yeah,
I seen Millsy was playing the other week as well.
Yes.
So you know, the good people come back at times of need, and obviously the Nagel boys are having a great season, and good on them for rolling the sleeves up, and it's great they're getting good results. They're sitting on top of the table in Peninsula. So
young Jack's got a new top
too. A new top. He's
Isn't he lucky?
About, mate.
Muradoc seventh. So it's the top 4 playing each other, and the bottom 4 playing each other in Peninsula in round 6. Sean Muradoc seventh. They're at home to Seaford Tigers, who are 6th, and the Tigers have had some disappointing batting performances, but Muradoc at times have gone okay.
Yeah,
but again, a bit inconsistent.
Yeah, they had an amazing win last week. Just looking at the results against Seaford, it looks. I think they've put on 50 for the last stand.
They did to get over the line.
To get over the line, so that's a great effort, and I think you can take a lot of momentum from that sort of stuff. It's a great win, and so at home this week against Seaford Tigers, I think coming off the back of that win, you'd probably give him a red hot shot.
And Somerville 5th against Seaford 8th. Somerville are improving under Jason Nagel, getting a few bowlers back. They lost their 3 frontline bowlers at the start of the year. Had a great win against Mount Eliza. Plays a really good cricket the one dayer, and they continue that form in the recent 2 days. So they've now won their last 2.
Yeah, so we played them in a practice game early in the piece, and they looked like a pretty well drilled unit. Seaford, look, mate, they won't be far away. I think they're just starting to get some consistency with players, sort of fronting up every week and getting that 11 sort of locked in. So I think a win's around the corner. It's not long before Foxwell gets going and gets a big score, or Pagini or McQueen or the like. So, mate, I think I'll give Seaford a Queenie will be happy with me. I'll tip Seaford. Hopefully they can get a win.
All right. Now, Sub-District, before I let you go, and I've said this a few times, Tutkaruk third. They're hosting YCW second. 2 teams playing really good cricket at the moment in round 6.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be another quality matchup. This time of the year, just before Chrissy, the ladder starts to sort of show a little bit, I reckon.
Yeah.
So they're a tough one. You probably go with Tutkaruk hosting. Bit of a home ground advantage down there.
Tyab and Sky. Tyab are at home to Sky. Their first Tyab. They are flying. Sky, not too bad, but off the pace a bit. You'd expect Tyab to be too strong, wouldn't you?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think Bridget and his men will look after that one.
Now, Siva's done, we had him on the show a couple of weeks ago. He's done a good job with them, but they're just not, a couple of matches, they got very, very close against 2 of the top teams. Beaten on the weekend again. They're 7th on the ladder. I think they're better than that. And Ballon Park are 5th.
Yeah, well, maybe a really good opportunity for him this week at home against Ballon Park. As you said, he has done a great job with those young kids, and it'd be nice to get a little win against Ballum and sort of start that surge up the ladder before Chrissy.
And Mount Martha 8th on the ladder. They've lost a lot of players this year, and it's been a bit tough for them. And Dallington Park have started to improve. They're 4th after, of course, going down from district last season.
Yep. No, I think it might just be taking a little bit of adjusting and taking used to for Dallacum. But mate, they've still got some quality players playing in that side, and I think they'll be there when the whips are cracking. Dallacum, they're a quality unit, and I'll tip them this week.
No rest for the wicket. I know you've got to get to training at Chelsea. How's it all looking? Early days?
Yeah, looking good, mate.
Looking
we've
good?
Kept most.
You're the red hot favourites, mate. You are going to be very hard to beat.
No, I'd say Frankston Bombers coming down from. They shouldn't have even got relegated, mate. They were
probably shouldn't have.
They were a bit stiff. So
they
I
were
think
a bit stiff.
They're going to be.
You're going to keep a lid on it, are you?
Yeah. Look, I think.
Over the granny now? Are you over the granny?
Yeah. No, mate, is what it is. We lost to the best side all year. Lost one game, so we'll. Yeah, mate. I hope so. Hopefully, have good luck with injuries, and we can. Because I'd love to try and get Toddy one, mate. It'd be special. So we'll see how we go.
Excellent. Now, who have the under-10s got this week? Sorry.
The under-10s, we're playing Lang Warren. We've got Lang Warren. Jack knows. He's all over, mate. I'll tell you what. These are young 7, 8, 9-year-olds. They work out how to use the Play Cricket app pretty quickly.
Do they?
Dad, my scores haven't gone in yet. That's unbelievable. So,
well, I remember when my son was playing, we won, Dad. I said, no, we're not scoring, mate.
Mate,
we're scoring. We know. Of course they know. And I mean, that's so we're not allowed to tell them whether they're winning or losing. And so it doesn't matter. They know anyway.
Exactly.
So you just let them go. Sean, great to catch up. Thanks for having us down here tonight. Thanks to Haley as well. And we'll see you throughout the season. Good luck to Karen on the weekend.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Great to have Sean Foster with us. I'll come back and talk about the results in both Sub-District and also Peninsula in just a second. Welcome back to the MPCA Cricket Show. Thanks to Swift's Locker. And our player of the week this week, Sammy Fowler. His first ever 100 from the Dramana Cricket Club. Plays in the provincial comp. They're going really well. We know what a great footballer he is, but a very good cricketer as well. So he wins the glove. Sammy, you've got to go into our office at Dandenong, Kitchen Road in South Dandenong for GameFace to pick up the gloves. If not, they just stay there and they might gather dust. I'm not sure. We might give them away at the end of the year. But you're in the running for the player of the year, which is a brand new cricket bat as we get into round 6. We've already gone through the selections with Sean Foster. We thank him. We thank Haley as well, who's one of the coaches of the under-10s team, the girls under-10s team here at Karen. We're down here at Roy Dore Oval, and we better get through the results of what happened in the Peninsula competition on the weekend in round 5 and also Sub-District before we go. Rosebud 142, Mount Eliza another poor batting performance 91. We mentioned Rosebud undefeated so far. They're batting Liam Collett 29, Mount Eliza bowling Tom Barron outstanding despite his team losing, but gee, bowl well 7 for 29, the left armour. Mount Eliza batting Tim Strickland 29 not out, and Rosebud bowling the Nagle boys, a bit like the Jackson brothers in the magnificent performance by the Pines Cricket Club. Pat Nagle 4 for 40 and Ash Nagle 5 for 40. A thriller, as Sean said, between Muradoc and also Seaford. Muradoc 9 for 321. They won in the 79th over of 80. Magnificent last wicket partnership got them over the line. Seaford 320 all out. So Muradoc win by 1 wicket. Muradoc batting, Curry 79 and Williams 60. Seaford bowling, Clinch 4 for 39. Muradoc bowling, Williams 3 for 39. And Seaford batting, Staggard 60, Foxwell 57. And Sean touched on the fact there was a last wicket partnership for Muradoc to get them over the line of 61 between Hanson, 27 not out, and Matthews, 63. An outstanding performance to get the result. Now, Somerville 229 beat Mornington 161. A bit of an upset, but Somerville starting to find form as we touched on. Barber made 40 for Somerville. Mornington bowling, Moon 3 for 50, Hookie 3 for 34. And for Somerville, their bowling, well, Devnam 3 for 29 and Mornington batting, Parker made 32. Long Island 146 in a low-scoring game. Tigers again battling with the bat out for 90. Long Island batting, Boxall 66, the veteran, and Seaford Tigers bowling O'Halloran 3 for 25. Long Island best bowling performances, Wilson 3 for 14, Swainston 3 for 16. The latter in Peninsula, Rosebud 54 points, 4 wins, they're undefeated. Long Island 3 wins and a loss on 42. Mornington 3 wins and a loss on 42. Mount Eliza 2 wins, 2 losses on 30. Somerville 2 wins, 2 losses on 30. Seaford 1 win, 3 defeats on 18. Muradoc 1 win, 3 defeats on 18. And Seaford yet to open their account on the bottom on 6 points, but were a little bit unlucky on the weekend. Now into Sub-District. What happened there in round 5? YCW 163. Too good for Sky in a low-scoring match, 138. YCW batting, Duncan 53. Sky bowling, Craddock 3 for 18. YCW bowling, Henwood 4 for 21. And also Greenwood 3 for 21. Sky batting, Phillips top scored in a low total of 27. Delicon Park in good form now, 207, too good for Rye, 142. Delicon Park batting, Perry got 70. Rye bowling, Civarella, their playing coach, outstanding again, leading from the front, 5 for 43. Delicon Park bowling, Strecker, 5 for 43. Lots of great performances over the weekend with both bat and ball in the MPCA, and Rye batting, Mackenzie top scored. He made 42. Tyre 301 belted Mount Martha by 180 runs. They made 121. Tyre batting, White 72, Ravindu 52. Mount Martha bowling, Millington 2 for 32. And for Mount Martha in their score of 121, a good effort by Dugan, made 53 of those runs. And Tyre bowling, Hose 5 for 42. And Tutkarook 7 for 249, made these runs in a rush of 49 overs. They thrashed Bellicum Park 152. Bellicum Park batting, Borthwick 50 for Tutkarook with the ball. Parslow 3 for 51, and Tutkarook batting a couple of half centuries from Whelan 53 and French 50. That's the show for another week. We thank the Carrum Cricket Club for having us down here at Roy Dore Oval. Great to see all the juniors and the kids down here, and it's wonderful to be part of the MPCA, and we thank all our sponsors. GameFace Vision, if you're looking to have your game televised on a Saturday or streamed on a Saturday, get in touch with the GameFace crew. And I've got a big game coming up before Christmas involving Mount Eliza and one of the all-time greats, Ian Botham, in as a special guest. Can't wait for that in the one-day match before Christmas. Also, Breeny Brothers Brewery, a great drop on the peninsula, and our other sponsors, Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South, and also Swifts Locker, who look after our Player of the Week every week, which was Sammy Fowler of the Dramana Cricket Club. Thanks to Blake for all his hard work, Glenn Carter and Josh for organising it, Sean Foster and the crew here at Carrum. Have a great week, and we'll have more. Of course, it's a two-day fixture over the next fortnight. We'll be back with another cricket show in a fortnight. Enjoy your cricket.